Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. This is the first video that I've done for an Ulta 10X event in a couple of years, right? I'm so excited. I am just beyond floored that we got a heads up on this. I am so happy that I can sit down and really have time to talk about the 10X event, especially because I think that Ulta probably has picked up some new fans in more recent times. We're going to talk about everything in today's video. Timestamps and links are in the description box below, including the link with all of the included brands. I really quickly want to let you all know I'm not going to be looking my best today. I'm just really glad I told you I was going out of town. I did go out of town, but I got really sick. We're going to save that conversation for another day. Not today. We just have too much going on. I'm hoping that I can answer all of your questions. I have a whole bunch of notes in front of me. So let's just go ahead and start this video with the question of who is this for? The 10X event is for really big beauty enthusiasts. If you are one of those people who says, you know what, I proudly spend $50 a year on beauty products, I am so happy for you, but this sale is just not for you. This is the sale that is for people who love beauty products. This is for those of you that think like me. You know, even if I didn't have this channel, I have this channel because I'm a beauty fan, but even if I didn't have this channel, I would still be the friend and family member that buys everybody beauty products. Christmas, birthdays, etc. Everybody gets beauty products, very thoughtfully chosen beauty products. It's just how my mind works. I'm a diamond member at Ulta, and not because I try, not because I'm over here going, how will I spend $1,200 at Ulta? No, we don't have to try. It accidentally happens. It's one of those things where it is absolutely okay for beauty to be your hobby. Don't let people tell you that it's not. You know, people that have a huge collection of video games and action figures, don't let those people tell you, well, beauty's not a hobby. It absolutely can be a hobby. It is for some of us, self-included, and for us, figuring out how to shop the 10X event is going to be brilliant for you. All right, so I'm going to give you an example of spending $200. We are going to pretend that I'm platinum instead of diamond. We're going to spend $200 today on all 10X points items. That means we are going to get 2,050 points today. We're spending $200, but we're getting 2,000 points. And what that means is that in the future, I can take all those points all together, this is important, and spend them all at once and get a $125 discount on my order. So do you see how, even though this is not a sale, it is an event, we are getting $125 back. That's sort of like we're spending $75 today and banking $125 for later. I don't recommend you hold on to these points forever. I recommend you spend these points come the holiday season because that's when you're going to get incredible deals. I also want to show you how points stack, so let's go over to my cart for this one. I have the Batiste Volumizing Dry Shampoo in my cart. Was that always $24.29? I feel like we're already seeing inflation, but not to worry. Not to worry. Because this is 10X and it is also included in the 3X multiplier. Again, we're going to talk more about this in this video. Now, if you follow the fine print in your email to how the 10X works, it'll actually tell you that you get 1X base point and 9X additional points. And that's just the structure of how Ulta does all of their points events. So the 3X is actually 1X base point plus 2X additional points. I know it's confusing, but my formula is going to make perfect sense. Just look at the big number and subtract 1. Super easy, right? So 1X plus 9X plus 2X equals 12.5X for me as a diamond member. Buying that one dry shampoo is going to get me 303 points, okay? And let's just kind of see what that equates to when we are spending 2,000 points. So to do that, we're going to do 303 divided by 2,000. Right? That makes sense? And then we're just going to multiply that by our $125. So you can see how buying this today in the 10X event with that extra 3X bonus is like getting $19 back. And that's the kind of thing it's just really hard to beat. It's really hard to beat. That's why this is such a big deal for so many of us. Now, listen, a few more notes before we get into shopping. First of all, Top Cashback has 6%. I also have a referral that I will link in the description box below. That gets you an additional bonus on your first order. There are also gifts with purchase today. As of the time I'm filming this, super early in the morning, they're not working. I will update with whatever there currently is in, again, the description box below. I also want to let you know, the points never calculate correct at checkout. I know there's going to be this question in the comment section below. It just is what it is. Do the math that I'm telling you. Again, I'll have all of the formulas in the description box below. Do the math. Take note of how much you should get and wait at least 72 hours after your order ships. Not is received, ships. Most of the time, the Ulta website correctly updates the points. There has been, I think there's only been one time for me where I've actually needed to contact them, and I don't even believe it was 10x. It was some other smaller event where I was just kind of floored. I went, where's my points? Just didn't get them. But usually, the Ulta website is pretty good about this. About coupons. Now, there's going to be the $3.50 off for everyone. I'll probably just throw that on my order. I think I've got a 10 off 40. I'll use those coupons, but I'm going to tell you something I say with every one of these 10x events. It's just not that big of a deal because your points are still a ratio. And one more thing, yes, I have seen that this is fewer brands included in the 10x, but don't forget, it is 5x everything else. And if a brand you really had your heart set on is not included, remember, you are banking points to get that brand later. And with that said, let's just go ahead and take a look at 2025's 10x points event. So I did get the email, as I already said, 10x on thousands of products, 5x points on everything else, stacks with other offers, and ends August 12th at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do have some gifts. Again, the Diamond exclusive is currently not working at the time I post this. Hopefully it's working later. And then it says, it's all happening, score 10x on all these products, plus so many more. It's kind of wild to me how much Ulta has cut back on the advertising here, but at the same time, they did actually give us a little bit of a heads up. So even though we have a very small sampling of brands that you see actually included in the email, it is surprising to see the Inky list. It's just surprising how much Ulta changes year after year. You know, Hourglass is included. That's a brand that is just so hard to get 50% off. So hard. So let's just click through. Again, if you don't have this email, I do have the link in the description box below. As you see at the top of the page, make sure you activate. And one of the first things I really want to show you is that if you click on filters right there, then you can see the brands. I honestly feel like this is where to spend a lot of time. I'm spending a lot of time here just kind of going up and down and deciding based on this list. I don't think it's just my brain. I've talked to a few other people. It just sort of is helpful to categorize things by brand instead of seeing that, you know, over 8,000 products, almost 9,000 products included in this sale. It's just less overwhelming this way. There are some other things to note, including these special offers. If you click on sale, Yes, as mentioned, this stacks not only with other points offers, but with items that are on sale. And the reality is that Ulta's 10x points deal, this is really a personal thing. You know, I see some people ask me for recommendations. I still will give some. But overall, this is for you. This is a time to stock up on things that you need, on things that you were eyeing. Everybody's cart is going to vary, but I will go ahead and show you what I've got for now. Number one is the Panoxyl Acne Creamy Wash with 4% benzoyl peroxide. As I just said, this is a different sale. Last year, CeraVe was 10x. CeraVe is not 10x this year. They are 5x, but they are not 10x. However, Panoxyl was not 10x last year, and they are this year, so I am going to buy either one or two of these. Not going to overdo it, but that is one of my absolute must-have products. That, along with Differin, sorry, I can't believe I just said Differin. We were doing so well with that. Adapalene. Benzoyl peroxide wash and adapalene are my top two products that I need to treat my acne. I'm stocked up on adapalene for now, funny enough, because of points events in the past. So I don't need that today, but I do need this. I'm getting two of these NYX limited edition Wednesday phone umbrellas. Have you seen those? They just look so adorable. Bobbi Brown Precise 24-Hour Ultra Slim Eyebrow Pencil. If you saw my empties over on Instagram, I talked about how I absolutely loved this for the color. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. I don't have it anymore. I had to use a different brow pencil today, so one or two of these for sure. And then the Bumble & Bumble Thickening Dry Spun Texture Spray. So I started styling my hair recently as somebody who never styled my hair ever in my life. If you remember, a long time ago, I used to wear wigs all the time on the channel. I just stopped doing that because it's just so hot where I live. I mean, I still miss it. I still miss wearing wigs. It costs a lot more money to style my hair on a daily basis than it did to just invest in a nice wig that stayed styled and I could just put that on. And it helped keep me warm. That's the catch, though. It's hot. It's hot to wear wigs. Wonderful in a cool climate, not good when you live as close to the equator as I do. Bumble and Bumble Thickening Dry Spun Texture Spray Batiste. This is all me bending. These are all 12X products. So I'm gonna try the Bumble and Bumble big size one, by the way. And then 2 of those Batiste dry shampoos. Originally I had in my list, and I probably still have, the Living Proof and the IGK. Those are my favorites, but you know, we're all on a tight budget now, all of us. And so I'm trying to be more flexible. I just really hope I like the Bumble and Bumble in particular. And then just some other fun items in the cart. I do want to get some more fragrance, so I'll show you what I have that I'm still thinking about. A bunch of freebies. Don't forget, if you're a Diamond member, you can pick a freebie. And let me show you my save for later. So I'm definitely going to be getting that Kopari. The Fairy Tales, I'm eyeing that also. I feel like the only person that still loves rollerballs. I feel like in this era of fragrance being so popular, everyone likes the sprays, but the sprays are a lot for people that have allergies, and I come from a family with allergies, so I like rollerballs. I'm deciding between that and that Sniff that you see, the Hotcakes and Toppings layering bundle. Win Beauty, absolutely love that brand. I hope they're doing okay. Everything is 50% off. Still thinking about that Wednesday full collection. I don't need it. I probably will talk myself out of that, but it's kind of cute. I told you I would have Living Proof in here. I'm gonna have to do the math on that. That is a gift set. $63 value. I will do the math on that, whether that is a better deal than the Batiste. I don't think it's a better deal, but it is. Oh, I still might get that one. The Peter Thomas Roth, that's a new release from them. You know it's going to be big. It's just because they thought about packaging it in a whipped cream looking container. I will probably end up getting that. The Pacifica products, I actually ended up really liking that bundle, and it's discounted, so will probably buy another for myself. I don't make a lot of recommendations, but I once again want to say it, that Vibe facial cleansing brush from Butter Skin, if you have ever wanted to get something like the Foreo device, this is very similar, and it uses batteries. If you want to be better for the planet, get rechargeable batteries. It's even on sale. Nails, I'm probably going to grab some Halloween nails. I did it last year, and I did not regret it. I gotta look through more Kopari stuff. Have you seen how many bundles Kopari has added to the Ulta website? Amazing. More stuff from Win Beauty. I really like the brand, so I will probably pick up more from them. I think one of the most painful things is I really, really want to get that Q fragrance, but I also don't want to spend $184 on it. It's not helpful. I know it's $184. I think what I'm going to do is not get that today. But if any of you ever see a deal on that one, it's got to be the red bottle. Let me know. Boy, am I eyeing that as a holiday gift for myself. I think I'm actually to the end of my list here. Oh, I definitely want to remember to get the Win Concealer. Oh, I do not want to forget that. So that's it. That's it for today's video. As always, share with me in the comment section, what are you getting in this deal? What do you think of this year's 10X? Do you have any tips and tricks for other viewers, especially people that are new to the 10X event? And I do hope this video is helpful. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see the inevitable haul over here on the channel. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.